Kipanda mchongoma, kushuka kaka ni ngoma. But life has to move on, hata kama ni noma. Kila day after day, bila kugoma. Changamoto zitakuja, but that is life.
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Hustle and bustle, lazima nijitoe. Struggles inakam, but niko rada. Living in a trap house.
Aye. Niaje pale.
So tufanye hivi.
Kobie, form gani?
Hakuna daro mpaka neighbor ingie president. Unajua sasa wanatubeba ujinga sana. Sisi hatuwezi kuwa tunapiga kura alafu wana kila wasee wengine ati ndio wanaingia. So kitu tutadu. Unacheki wewe utaingia side ya PSC. Ingia side ya naibu. Kila mtu utapata huko hivyo wote watoke nje. Alafu mimi nitajipanga side ya ICT. Wacha niulize PS wapi?
Uliza PS.
PS uko wapi?
The situation is getting worse by the minute.
This is not good.
Students are boycotting classes, and those who attempt to attend are being forcefully removed by NEB supporters.
What?
I told you, things are getting worse by the minute.
What in the world is going on in this campus? Sit down. I asked a question.
Well, the riots are what?
My friend, the riots were handled a few weeks ago. We did close the entire campus to give you time to handle the situation.
Yes, and the situation was handled successfully.
Is this what it means by handling it successfully? Another one right under your nose. How did this happen?
Well, the previous riot was under control. In fact, the other contenders conceded defeat in public. However, this fellow here and his supporters are raising hell for their own political gain.
Yes, his supporters are sabotaging regular academic programs.
And they refuse to accept the election results.
I know what his supporters are up to and why. What I need from you guys is an end to this madness. Give them another bloody election.
This is not good. This is not good, Tasha. It will be alright. Really? From the look on your face, I don't think so.
Do we have a choice? I'd rather lie to myself than pace up and down this pavement. Girl, I just bought these heels. Staki soli kwa hii pavement just ndogo ndogo. I love my heels.
Where have you been?
I came as soon as I was called.
Why are you panting?
I was rushing.
Really? You can't even handle your own weight? Just a few hundred steps and you're losing your breath? How unfit are you?
Oh, you know me. Lazy as ever, right?
And check that laziness. We have a situation to handle.
Oh, yeah, the riots, yeah?
Oh, yeah, the riots, yeah?
You're an idiot.
Ladies, let's not be disrespectful. I do have feelings, you know.
There's no time for feelings. The riot is escalating. The Dean, DVC, and Electoral Board are meeting as we speak.
So,
if an investigation is carried out, the three of us will be discovered. They will discover that we rigged the election.
That's impossible, sir.
Impossible is a word I don't like to hear.
What I mean is that a re-election is bad publicity for the school. It indicates that Mao University cannot hold credible democratic elections.
And whose fault is that?
Yes, and in addition, the academic calendar cannot sustain another election. It'll take us another 3 to 4 months to catch up with the syllabus.
And we don't have the money. The school simply cannot afford another election.
As opposed to that, is chaos and rampage what we can afford? Huh?
It seems that the national disease has infected our institution.
Like a raging cancer. Not when I am the deputy vice chancellor of this institution. Find the tumor and rip it off.
I'll do that, sir.
You have 48 hours.
I'll take care of it.
Yes, you will.
Bright and early morning right here at Mo FM. This is A Scoop. My name is Sam.
Welcome back to the first show of the season of school life as well. This is Max as always.
And Max as always has a scoop for us. What scoop is this, Max?
Yes, this morning I'm having a very weird scoop. Have you seen what's trending on the social media?
What? You tell us.
Who came up with the group's Wives of Neb?
Well, a very wise person, because we all know behind every successful man is a woman, and in this case he has many women backing him up for the win.
If you can't handle an election, how can he handle women?
Well, fake news, fake Max. Let's get some music on the scoop.
I can only think of one thing.
Which is?
Since this national disease has infected our institution, we'll
take a book from the government.
Yes.
Is that what we have come to? Is it? Our own students reduced to tantramatic 2-year-olds who throw uncontrollable fits just because they can't have their own way.
Well, the other option isn't pretty either.
You know, I thought higher learning was supposed to make an impact in our society, create a difference in our youth. Is that not what we're here for? Okay. I'll talk to this Nebuchadnezzar Kanda.
Nilimwambia kumewaka. Mimi nimekuogopa. Hii kitu nilimwambia unaniachia.
Yes.
Guys.
By the plan yake ni work from the word go. Yours was perfect.
Nakwambia never can guarantee you. Hii wiki ikienda kuisha. Trust me unakuwa preso. Haki na mimi pia sasa.
Wallahi.
Nakwambia.
Ndio hiyo sasa. Hiyo iko sawa kabisa.
Bedhi hiyo plan yako.
Yes.
Mimi nimeheshimu. Yes, personally sasa mimi nimekutii.
Yes.
Yaani wewe unaweza piganisha hata nchi.
Do you think hata kwa kitu tumefanya? Bado. Kesho tunafunga barabara.
Wacha.
Haki ya nani? Hakuna kuingia, hakuna kutoka.
Wallahi.
That is it.
Iko sawa.
Hadi uitane.
Wataita nani sasa?
Hiyo iko sawa.
Watu wa TV wanaweza kama.
Lazima utakuja.
CNTV
litakuja.
Wallahi.
Boss.
Hiyo iko sawa. In fact sasa kama yeye pia anajituma na mimi nitajituma. Sasa mimi nitaingia social media. Social yote niwaachie. Mimi kila kitu ni kupost. Nikisikia wanasema umeandamana nikisikia wataki kukula nikisikia ndio wanachoma tire nifunike shimo zote za social media, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp zote niziandae. Alafu hiyo meza tutakuwa tumemalizana nayo.
Sawa. Na ensure after umepost hizo vitu zote uweke hashtag ya NEB for president.
Perfect.
Na ongeze no fair election, no classes.
No classes. Watoto wanafunzi wanasoma nini na huyu si president? In fact hata iwacha hivyo. BVC mwenyewe atakuita kwa ofisi yake, muume chai, alafu mkunywe maamri. That one it must happen. By force by fire.
By force by fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in so much trouble with Dad.
That's what you're worried about? Getting in trouble with Dad?
I'm even surprised he didn't say, I'm gonna get in trouble with mommy. No longer mama's boy, Halflex.
Petronella.
Do not call me that, fool.
You guys. So message from my guy. Rumor has it there will be a recount of votes.
What?
Yes.
A recount will definitely screw us up.
That's it. Dad is gonna send me to Ushago. I'm gonna have to live with Shosho. I cannot stand a single day there.
No one is going to Ushago, and no one is getting screwed.
A recount will definitely mess us up, Tasha.
There'll be no recount. If Neb and his supporters continue with this manenos, then we're going to burn down that admin block and all the ballot boxes in there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You want to burn down the entire friggin' building? If my father finds out about that, then he will keep me out of his will for sure. Listen, I'm sorry, ladies, but I did not sign up for this.
Guess what? You signed on that dotted line the moment we rigged you in as finance director. So man up.
Let's burn it down if we have to.
Yes. You won the election.
Damn straight.
And you won the election.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Good. Now stick to your guns. Both of you.
Living in a trap house.
Enter.
You asked to see me?
Yes, sit. Quite the popular man, aren't we?
Yes, I'm rightful Mao leader. The students have a strong belief in me.
And their belief is so strong that they are willing to protest, riot on the streets, disrupt the academics, blatantly refuse to attend their classes, risk losing an entire semester, and the fees has already been paid. And all for what? So that they can have you as their student leader, you in the student government. Really. Or, and this is what I believe, you are behind all this fracas.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying.
You understand me just fine, Mr. Nebuchadnezzar Kanda.
Are you trying to say I'm behind all this? Are you trying to say I'm the one who orchestrated the riots in Mao? That I forced students not to attend classes? Oh, let me get this straight. As far as you're concerned, I'm the one responsible.
Yes, and if you don't stop these riots in 2 hours, you'll be liable for every damage or loss. You'll be open for prosecution. This administration will... Actually, I will personally see to it that you are prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And I doubt your preacher father will waste any time or money protecting or hiring a lawyer to defend you. So, end this nonsense now.
I'm surprised to know about my father.
Oh, I make it my business to know all I can about my students, especially the troublesome ones.
He's a pastor, by the way, not a preacher. And he leads his own congregation. And to answer you, I have nothing to do with whatever is happening in Mao. The students are just upset over the rigged elections.
The elections were fair and credible.
Respectfully, sir, they were not. Alex and Petronilla forced themselves inside. They rigged. If you really cared for the truth, you could have ensured an investigation was done. But you don't care for the truth. If you really, really suspect me, why don't you send me home for a week? If this thing stops, then I'm solely responsible. But if it doesn't stop, it means I'm innocent. Huh? Exactly. The only way out here is a re-election.
Justice for them! Justice for them! Justice for them! Justice for them!
The situation is not good at all. Classes are still empty. Students are shouting and chanting with placards. Others are delighted that there is no class today until the end of the semester when they see their GPAs.
And then they realize that they're just undergrads.
You know?
I mean, during our days, we wouldn't skip class for such pettiness. Student government.
But you can't blame them. They're only emulating what they're seeing our current leaders doing. I mean, just look at our parliament. There are a number of MPs who are former student leaders. Even abroad, it's the bullies and the hecklers that are sitting in the White House.
Yeah, riot, bully, and steal your way to glory.
Riot, bully, steal your way to anything. That's the motto nowadays.
How did we get here? Anyway, I had a chat with a young man.
And?
Sending him home at the moment won't help, won't solve anything. In fact, at this point in time, I doubt his involvement in spearheading the whole protests.
So you think his supporters are planning all of this by themselves?
Quite possible. And even if he's behind it all, sending him home will just make matters worse. I mean, the situation is so volatile at the moment that any spark will ignite a huge fire.
So what do we do? We need to contain this as soon as possible.
Well, I have another idea.
Comrades power! Comrades power! Comrades power!
Sisi wote tunajua kimeibiwa. Huyu ndio the legitimate president. Hakuna biashara itafanyika kwa heshima. University is under siege. Iko hivi. Wakiweka tunatoa. Wakilalisha tunaamusha. Wakiingia kwa madarasa tunatoa. Kafeteria tutafungua. Waende wakule washibe. Sisi tung'oe choo. Sawa sawa. Hawataenda haja yoyote. Never president. Never president. Never president.
Right. I am glad that you are all able to make it here after such short notice. And I'm sure you're aware why I called you in. Fadili, you're the chairman.
Yes.
Elaki, you're the secretary general.
Fairly elected by the students.
We are not here to dispute that.
Okay, so why are we here then?
The students dispute yours and Alex's election.
What?
Sir, I swear there was no rig.
Are you done with whatever that was? Good. Good. Now, the riots must end. Today. I am not going to close the university for another week because of student committee election disputes. As far as I am concerned, the primary function of Mau University is education, not hooliganism and petty politics.
Well, sir, the mandate of the school government is upon...
I am not done. And please, don't interrupt me again. These riots are not good for the school, and they're disrupting your studies. And that is why we are all here, isn't it? Now, as a quick fix solution, I am of the opinion that Nebuchadnezzar becomes the assistant finance director.
What?
Hakuna mkate nusu.
We want the elections fair and square.
After all the time and money I spent? No way. No way.
Calm down. Just calm down.
Sir, with all due respect, you are starting a precedent you'll never come back from.
Yeah, I mean, every time someone loses, they will riot.
It's going to create bigger problems next year.
Look, the situation is really dire right now. And with Nebuchadnezzar as the assistant finance director, it's a quick way of ending this madness.
Well, as the chairman of the students' board, I pretty much speak for everyone. So I'll say with all due respect, we will have to disagree with you.
Yani, after all the campaigning I did, msata kuingia kwa student government, ati juu ni lazima. No way.
Hiyo itakuwa president mbaya sana. And then the rioters want him to be the president. How? Mimi nikiwa chairman? Hey, impossible.
The dean cannot force us to accept this deal. The writers can go to hell for all I care. We won the elections, and that's final.
Look, if the dean calls for another meeting, of which I know he will if the riots continue, our answer still remains the same.
No.
Sasa, kwani what happened?
It's okay, she's with me.
How did it go?
Ati mkate nusu. Neb wants to become the assistant financial director.
No way, Z.
Exactly, no way.
That's it. Chekiana.
Wait, tuende pamoja.
Guys, this is ridiculous.
You haven't said a word.
I just don't want to be investigated and get caught. My entire trust fund is riding on my good behavior.
Guys, kama riot kidogo hivi imecause so much drama. Wacha pia sisi, we get some hooligans to counter Neb's base. Wetu wakuwa kutupa mawe.
But guys, my trust fund.
I'll talk to CND, he organizes. We can pay them 500 each. We show these guys what a real riot is. Yeah? Kama ni moto, ni moto. I ain't playing, guys. I ain't playing. Fire by fire.
Guys.
Relax, Flex. Let me take care of this. Later, girl.
I think I love that woman. She's my ride or die.
Dying doesn't sound too bad right now, seeing as I'll be dead and broke when my daddy finds out.
You got daddy issues.
Umeget text yangu?
Of course nimeipata. Nimesikia unataka kuchafua kidogo.
Si kidogo, double ya kina Neb.
Ala. Na shule hii time sitafungwa for real. Cheza chini madam.
I don't care.
Hakuna shida, wewe ndio boss. Lakini nategemea na mfuko yako.
How much?
Ma student expect kidogo. Nahitaji, we are talking about 500 kila moja.
Wangapi?
Actually hakuna haja ya kuchukua ma students wengi. Nachukua tu 10 peke yake for social media and camera. Lazima tukue realistic na real students just in case. Lakini hao wengine nitatoa huko ghetto. Watanai sana. 200 kwao inatosha. Alafu nitakumwagia jeshi hapa, watu itabidi wamekuogopa madam.
Lazima uogope. Bora usijue ni mimi.
Of course ndiye lazima.
Sawa. Kesho asubuhi kuwa ready. When I say go, you go. Sawa?
Sawa madam.
Yes?
Hello? I can still hear the riots and chants.
I am dealing with the situation, sir. It just seems more complicated than I thought.
Then uncomplicate it. Fix the situation now.
Yes, sir. Right away.
The Trap House. Yeah. The Trap House. Lazima nijitowe.
Ukipanda mchongoma, kushuka kaka ni ngoma. But life has to move on, hata kama ni noma. Kila day after day, bila kugoma. Changamoto zitakuja, but that is life.
The Trap House. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. The Trap House. Go hustle and bustle, lazima nijitowe. The Trap House. Instructions in a come, but me go rider. Living in a trap house.